Marion Robert Morrison, widely recognized as John Wayne and affectionately called Duke, was a towering figure in Hollywood's golden age. Known for his roles in westerns and war films, he was a box office magnet for decades. His off-screen persona was equally formidable. He was an unwavering conservative, openly supporting causes that few in Hollywood would. His prolific career spanned from the silent films of the 1920s to the American New Wave, with 179 film and television appearances. His portrayal in True Grit earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor in 1969. Despite a victorious battle against lung cancer 10 years prior, Wayne's life was ultimately claimed by stomach cancer. He passed away on June 11, 1979, leaving behind a legacy that continues to be celebrated and at times shrouded in mystery. John Wayne, born Marion Robert Morrison, was an actor whose film career began in the silent era of the 1920s and extended into the American New Wave. He became one of the greatest leading men in Hollywood history. His career included roles in a total of 179 film and television productions. Wayne's early work in the 1920s and 1930s saw him taking on numerous bit parts, often uncredited. His first leading role came in 1930 with The Big Trail, but it was the 1939 film Stagecoach that turned him into a star. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, Wayne appeared in many westerns and war movies portraying rugged, often complex characters. He worked with director John Ford on several films, which became classics of American cinema. Wayne's presence on screen was commanding, and he became known for his distinctive walk, talk, and towering physicality. In the 1960s, his career continued to flourish with successful films like The Alamo, which he also directed, and True Grit, for which he won an Academy Award for Best Actor. Wayne's final film was The Shootist in 1976, where he played an aging gunfighter battling cancer, a poignant role as Wayne himself was fighting the disease. He passed away in 1979, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most popular film actors of the 20th century. John Wayne, an actor whose career spanned more than 5 decades, became a symbol of American cinema. He is best known for his roles in westerns and war movies, often portraying characters that embodied rugged masculinity and American values. In 1969, John Wayne received the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role as Rooster Cogburn in the film True Grit. This performance was a defining moment in his career, showcasing his talent in a role that required both a physical and emotional range. The character of Rooster Cogburn, a tough, one-eyed U.S. Marshal, resonated with audiences and remains one of Wayne's most memorable roles. His portrayal not only earned him critical acclaim, but also solidified his status as a leading actor in Hollywood. The Oscar win was a significant achievement for Wayne, who had appeared in over 140 films by that point, and it recognized his influence on the film industry as well as his ability to captivate audiences with his commanding screen presence. John Wayne, an actor whose career spanned more than 3 decades, faced significant health challenges later in life. Despite a successful lung cancer surgery in 1964, Wayne's health deteriorated when he was diagnosed with stomach cancer. His battle with this aggressive illness was short-lived. On June 11, 1979, at the age of 72, John Wayne passed away due to complications from stomach cancer. His death marked the end of an era for fans worldwide who admired his work in the film industry. Wayne's courage in confronting his illness reflected the tough, resilient characters he often portrayed on screen. His passing was a loss to cinema and to those who looked up to him as a symbol of American grit and determination. John Wayne, an actor whose career spanned more than 5 decades, is remembered for his roles in numerous Western and war films. After his passing in 1979, the decision was made to leave his grave unmarked. This choice was out of consideration for the privacy of the Wayne family and other families with loved ones interred nearby. It also served as a precaution against any potential acts of vandalism. For 2 decades, his final resting place remained without a headstone, a silent homage to a man who had become a cinematic legend. It was not until 1999 that a marker was placed. A simple quote from the man himself: "Tomorrow is the most important thing in life. Comes into us at midnight very clean. It's perfect when it arrives, and it puts itself in our hands. It hopes we've learned something from yesterday." In 1998, a bronze marker was placed on the grave of John Wayne by his family. This marker is set in Pacific View Memorial Park, located in Corona del Mar, California. The park, known for its serene beauty, offers a view of the Pacific Ocean. The marker serves as a humble tribute to the actor whose career spanned more than 5 decades in Hollywood. John Wayne, born Marion Robert Morrison, became one of the top box office draws for 3 decades. An Academy Award winner for his role in True Grit, Wayne's performances in films such as Stagecoach, The Searchers, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance have become staples of American cinema. His grave, simple marker stands in contrast to the larger-than-life persona he cultivated on screen. John Wayne, an actor whose career spanned more than 3 decades, became a symbol of American cinema. Known for his roles in westerns and war movies, Wayne developed a persona that resonated with audiences worldwide. His performances were characterized by a rugged individualism and a stoic demeanor. Off-screen, Wayne was known for his personal philosophy of self-reliance and determination, which is reflected in the quote inscribed on his grave marker. This quote encapsulates his belief in the promise of a new day and the importance of learning from the past. It serves as a reminder of his optimistic outlook and the values he portrayed both in his films and his personal life. But Wayne's influence extends beyond his filmography, as he left a lasting impression on the industry and his fans. His grave marker stands as a testament to his life and the principles he held dear. John Wayne, whose birth name was Marion Robert Morrison, saw his first light of day on May 26, 1907, in the small town of Winterset, Iowa. His early years were marked by a move to Southern California, where he was raised and where his affinity for the rugged outdoors and sports became evident. A promising athlete, Wayne secured a football scholarship to the University of Southern California, only to have it snatched away due to an unfortunate body surfing accident. This twist of fate led him to seek employment at the Fox Film Corporation, where he took on an array of behind-the-scenes jobs. It was here, amidst the hustle of early Hollywood, that Wayne's path to stardom began, initially taking on bit parts which eventually paved the way for his ascent as one of cinema's most enduring figures. John Wayne's early career was marked by a series of performances in B-movies of the 1930s, a time when the film industry was rapidly evolving. These roles were crucial in shaping his acting skills and on-screen presence. It was during this era that Wayne's path crossed with director John Ford, leading to a collaboration that would become significant in the history of cinema. Together, they worked on projects that would define and enrich the Western genre, a genre that became synonymous with Wayne's rugged on-screen persona. This partnership not only elevated Wayne's status as an actor, but also played a pivotal role in the evolution of Western films, setting a standard for storytelling and cinematography in the years to follow. John Wayne, a prominent figure in the film industry, was known not just for his roles on screen, but also for his personal life, particularly his family relationships. He entered into marriage 3 times throughout his life. His first marriage was to Josephine Alicia Saints, with whom he had 4 children. His second marriage was to Esperanza Bohr, a union that did not produce any children. His final marriage was to Pillar Pallett, with whom he had 3 children. Wayne was a father to 7 children in total, and despite his busy career, he was a loving and affectionate figure at home. Known for his warmth, he would often express his fondness for his family with bear hugs, a testament to his caring personality away from the camera's lens. His family life was an integral part of who he was, providing a contrast to the tough characters he often portrayed on screen. John Wayne, an actor known for his roles in Western and war films, showcased his love for his country through the spoken word album America, Why I Love Her. Released in 1973, this album features Wayne's voice delivering 10 poems that articulate his deep patriotic feelings, all set to the backdrop of stirring orchestral arrangements. The poems cover various themes that resonate with American values and national pride, reflecting Wayne's personal sentiments and his public persona as a symbol of American spirit and determination. This work remains a notable aspect of Wayne's career, highlighting his connection to American culture and his desire to express his patriotism through the arts. John Wayne, the acclaimed actor, was as dedicated off-screen as he was on it. His commitment to his craft and to the broader industry was evident in the long hours he put in on set and his willingness to take on challenging roles that demanded extensive preparation. This dedication was not just about personal gain, but also about setting a standard for others in the industry. His colleagues often spoke of his punctuality, his preparedness, and his willingness to work until the scene was perfected. This approach not only earned him respect among his peers, but also served as an example for aspiring actors. His belief in the value of hard work and responsibility was a hallmark of his character, and it left a lasting impression on those who worked with him and those who watched his films. Wayne's work ethic was a reflection of his character, one that combined the glamour of Hollywood with the grit and determination of the characters he portrayed.